Izzo, your local realtor, bald guy with the bow tie, and your neighbor in Rolling Oaks, presenting my monthly Rolling Oaks market report for the month of February 2019. We're always a couple weeks behind in our data to hit the end of the month, so that's why here it is March 18th, and I'm getting you the report for February. So let's get right on rolling here. This is a great slide showing that our estimated home values in the sub, and again, I use the entire sub, the entire rectangle there from Drake, Farmington 13 and 14. May have drawn those wrong, but you get where I'm talking about. Everything we consider Rolling Oaks. Median home value, fantastic, 325, up 4.37% over the last month, up 12% over the last 24, up 18% over the last 36. So things in our area continue to go up in price, which is fantastic for all of us who own there. A little more challenging for those of us who would like to buy in our sub. But there are always properties available in our sub. If you know anybody who's looking to buy in the sub, please contact your local realtor. If you don't have a local realtor, feel free to contact me. So property values continue to go up. I just said that, and now you're looking at this slide going, damn, I need to sell, sell, sell. Don't panic. This slide is fairly skewed because the current month, February, was down compared to the previous months, but the other month was kind of like out of whack. I'll show you that data in a couple things here, but we had 10 sales back in January. We only had 3 sales back in February. So it's, it's kind of a statistical anomaly is what I would call this. We have not seen this dramatic of a decline in prices. Now, if our data is looking like this 2 or 3 months from now, then we need to have some serious conversations. But right now, I wouldn't pay too much mind to this, other than to know that recently everything that's sold is sold about $270. Here's all the activity we have, all the current things we've got. We took on 5, not we, we are as our neighborhood. These are not my listings. If they were, I'd be driving a much nicer car. Not that my car is inappropriate for the sub. So we've got 5 new listings. Average purchase price, average price there, $291,900, which is great. 2 pending listings. What that means is those are things that were for sale that are now under contract. Average there is $274,000. 1 price change, which dropped down to $291,900. And we recently sold, again, the neighborhood, 3 homes recently sold in our neighborhood for an average of $245,000. So those are really good. But I want to bring up the January numbers just to explain that one that I said was kind of a statistical anomaly here. So you see there, you got 405 as your high price value. I'm going to point to the screen. You're not going to be able to see me pointing. But if you look under recently sold and go down, you'll see 405. You can see that really skewed what was going on there, which is why we had such a kind of a market decrease in the sales prices or the list prices in the homes there. So again, nothing to panic about. If you're curious about the value of your own home, if you've got somebody who's looking to buy into the neighborhood, contact your local realtor. There's me. I work in the sub pretty extensively. You've got Steve Mann, the realtor man from Remax. He works in the sub pretty extensively. I'm sure there are other great realtors who work in the sub. Talk to your local realtor if you're thinking of selling, if you're concerned about any of these numbers, or if any of these numbers kind of inspire you. Finally, just wanted to show you mortgage rates today. Mortgages continue to be at a really crazy low here. The average rate today is 4.38. This time last month, the average rate was 4.5. On the 15-year fixed, the average rate is 3.92. Again, last month it was 4. And then the average 5.1 was 4.96. Now it's 4.86. Any kind of interest rate below 5% is a crazy good interest rate, and we are still trending well below 5%. Now, coming up later this week, the Fed is going to make an announcement. Maybe they'll raise rates, maybe they won't. Chances are they're going to keep things stable for a while, but we'll see how that impacts things. But what you see here is we could go up by a full point, and we'd be at 5.38, which is still crazy good historically. So if you're looking to refinance, looking to sell your current place and buy a new place, pretty decent time for that from a mortgage rate standpoint. certainly would hate to see any of our neighbors go, but with rates like this, it is tempting to sell off your property at a value, get yourself a loan and move up north or somewhere. Personally, if I could move, I'd move down south. I'd get away from the snow. So that's not going to be happening for a while because I am here to do business and here to just enjoy the sub and wait for my kids to grow up and all that good stuff. So that's everything I've got going on here for the market update for February. If you have any questions on this, talk to me, talk to Steve, talk to your local realtor. My number's at the bottom there, and you can get a hold of me or anybody on Facebook nowadays. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. 248-871-7430 is the number. Thanks. We'll see you next month.